What up? It's your boy Big Vern, coming to you live from the Absolute Studios on a hot and steamy Saturday here in the Midwest. Got an action-packed show lined up for you. Terry Bollea, he is dead, and so what? We go over the racist, troubling past of Hulk Hogan, and do you really care? Then we pivot to the association, the Knicks, and Ben Simmons. I just don't know what this means. What's going on, really? At this point, what's going on? Then we're going to talk some college football. We're on the precipice of college football season. We'll start in the Big Ten with UCLA. And are they serious? Are the bullies from Brentwood serious? Are they ready to turn the corner? Yes, I dubbed them the bullies of Brentwood. Then we'll go ahead and talk some more Big Ten football as Sharon Moore and Michigan, they still have no definite QB1. And that could be problematic heading into the season, which is a few short weeks away. Finally, we'll go ahead and round the curve with James Franklin and the unrealistic expectations of the good folks of Happy Valley. Is it them or is it the money class? We'll go ahead and dive into that, these stories and many more when we come back from a quick 20. From a rap album, it's your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat. Day. I'm pushing rap albums, right? You know it. Here at the App Stupid Studios, it's your boy Big Vern. Yes, indeed, we got another one. Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is I Wish I Knew. Homie be spitting, for real. One of them, The Way That I Am, with him and Ty Dolla $ign in New Sofas. Oh my goodness. That one's hit. That one's a hit. The Butterfly Effect is deep. It's one of them records where you really gotta catch it. You know, everything from the metaphors, and then he get into one of his little pockets with that AMG flow. Yeah, homie's wild. Then Active with him and Big Sean. Yeah, Big Sean goes off in that record. Sean is he going to a whole nother level. But I enjoyed it. Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Joyner Lucas doing his thing. Make sure y'all show him some love and go get the project. So, we're not going to go ahead and mix punches. I ain't here to, tiptoe through the, tiptoe through the tulips and all that. Nah, man, we ain't here for none of that. I ain't here for none of that. I'm never going to romanticize the dead or put them in sainthood, because this ain't that or whatever else decorum you thought you was going to get from the Vernomaniacs. Yes, I'm ripping it. If you have been living up under a rock or you don't know, but the Hulkster, the Pukester, he's actually gone from this earth. Good riddance. Terry Gene Bollea, and that's who he is. The racism was just the tip of the spear with this habitual liar, this adulterer, master manipulator, and all-around dick. So spare me the nostalgia over a Vince McMahon imaginary created babyface wrestler. Because every time I start to look at these people coming out and they have these tributes to Hulk Hogan, I'm sitting here saying to myself, you don't miss Terry Bollea. You miss Vince McMahon's invention of a babyface who told you to eat your eat your vitamins, say your prayers, yada, 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 brother. But Terry Bollea was a piece of shit. Him and that crappy Real American beer, which got a woman injured at a promo event. Who's drinking that third-rate swamp piss water these days anyway? His ex-wife says that he hit her. Yes, it's in her book. So not only is Terry Bollea super racist, he's also a wife beater, according to his ex-wife. It's in her book. Those are her words, not mine. And if you all wanted to go ahead and get the piece of literature, which she so famously titled Wrestling the Hulk, she even said that he slept with Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yeah, What you gonna do when bisexual, wife-beater, racist Terry Bollea runs wild on you, brother? Sit your weird ass down. And if you didn't need more context to how flawed and how awful and just a piece of garbage this guy was, in 2007, this scumbag slept with one of his daughter's friends. Yeah. And I don't know if she was underage because I don't really follow Brooke Hogan like that, but there should be no grown man who's looking to slam one of his daughter's friends. Giving me pedo vibes, bro. I have to say, was Hogan on the Epstein files? That would be the cherry on top if somewhere in the documents Hogan was on Epstein Island. At this point, hey, hell isn't big enough. I'm not here to pet you up or make you feel, oh, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. No, man, fuck dude, bro. It is what it is. His kids don't like him. The old Pukester here, he remarried a new sucker. And guess who no-showed? His daughter. Yeah. You know, the daughter that you was out slamming some of her friends? Oh, turns out that she's not over that. She even took the IG because why would she talk to you? She went to IG and she said something about having borders is good for her and her mental space, you know, that kind of thing. But hey, sis, thumbs up to you, brother, for distancing yourself from this immortal piece of trash. I want all the smoke. Rest in piss, dog. Rest in piss. I want all the smoke. Anytime you want it, I'm with it. Make something shake, dog. Look, before we take this any further, because there's a whole lot of stuff you probably forgot, but I ain't forgot none of it. Give me a rap album, and then we gonna go ahead and walk through this man's history. This your boy, Big Fern. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the Absolute Studios. We pushing another rap album this month. Raekwon, The Emperor's New Clothes, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Buried Hill, Pomegranate is Wild with Inspector Deck. Ooh wee! Wu-Tang Killer Bees, my goodness. Then you got Wild Corsicans with Benny the Butcher coming, West Side Gun, you know I've been down there through that. One Life, 600 School, the guy that plans it, the Heavies, the Amaretta with Nas. Enough said. It's like verbal intercourse on the first Raekwon album. Oh, Built for Cuban Links, which is a classic. My goodness. Deborah Nightwine, that's out there with Marsha Ambrose. She's highly talented and she don't get enough love. But yeah, that song is crazy. And Mac and Lobster with Ghostface Killer. The Emperor's New Clothes. Raekwon, in stores now. Yo, shout out to Ray and A. Shout out to Shaolin, Wu-Tang, Long Island. Stand up, do your thing. I enjoyed the album. We last left off, we was talking about this dude in his troubled past. And I feel like that battle rapper DNA, when he says, y'all know my slogan, round one is getting hot in here, get him the fuck out of here. But hell no. Get this dude the hell out of here. Get him and his racism out of here. Get him and his adulteress out of here. Get him slamming his daughter's friends out of here. Get this racist piece of trash the hell out of here. So, as I promised you, we was going to walk down memory lane with this joke. But here we go. The reason 07 stings a little bit more and it stands out is because that's the same year his son was in a serious accident and he left his friend with permanent brain damage, which he ended up serving jail time behind that. Did you go see your son, or did you go to WrestleMania? Did you go see your son, or did you walk around with this ridiculous boa and you can barely move? making documentaries, but I've got a bad back. Yet you continue to still do a finish that would further destroy your back. Why are we romanticizing this at some point? And I feel like people have been brainwashed by anything to be like, oh, when I was little, I used to do this and that, but goddamn it, you ain't no little boy no more. How can your hero be fake? So number one, your heroes are supposed to be in your house. Your mom and your dad are supposed to be the people you look up to. You're not supposed to be trying to find role models on TV, but that's a discussion for another time. But the fact that you all dubbed this guy one of your heroes and you had the action figures and you were sold a load of shit. And you bought it hook, line, and sinker. The power of advertising. Now, who didn't fall for the advertising was the Graziano family, because they bought a lawsuit against the Pukester over here and his son, holding them liable for injuries, claiming that Hulk Hogan was aware of his son's reckless behavior and potentially enabled it by letting him drive his car to participate in racing activities. So, if you knew your son was out here doing this reckless stuff and endangering the life of not only him, but other people potentially who was in this car, why would you allow that? A real parent would have said, stop, don't do this. I'm taking the keys, I'm disowning you. You're not going to be able to do these things. But I guess you were just listening to the crowd with your hand over your ear. Because all you did was steal superstar Billy Graham's whole get up. Everything about you is fake. The lies you tell. Oh, I could have been with Metallica. I could have. Really? Get out of here, bro. Dude, this guy is so low. He went even to make up a story about the Make-A-Wish Foundation. How decrepit and hollow and vapid are you inside when you have to make up a lie about meeting sick children? Come on, dog. But y'all love this fake shit. Y'all love him. Oh my God. You gotta have some. Shut up. Stop this shit, shawty. Now, Hulk Hogan, he was also forced with legal issues regarding the fees, and he also was charged to pay his attorneys who were defending him in the lawsuit. And he tried to argue that the insurance company should have covered the legal costs. Let me go ahead and put a pin in that right there, and you all listen. Y'all listen damn good. Anytime you engage in reckless behavior, speeding and whatnot, the insurance company is not going to cover that. Because you are racing. Under oath, you said you are racing. The insurance company won't cover drag races. They never will. If anything, they should have let your ass go. Brother, we now join the cooking that's already in progress. Thank you, Vern. So y'all's hero is out here enabling his kid to take to the streets and then try and trash somebody else's life. At the same time, in 2007, rather than be all broke up about it, go stand by your son's side, visit him in jail, also go see the family of the kid he hurt, which was allegedly one of his best friends. You do the next best thing. You start slamming your daughter's friends. This is him. This is him. You shouldn't speak ill of the dead, man. Fuck all that, bro. Say that for somebody who cares. Save it for somebody who cares. We've got a alleged wife beater. We have a serial habitual liar. And we've got a disgusting individual who's into slamming his daughter's friends. And a potentially a negligent parent who knew what his son was up to drag racing and taking his life into his own hands. And then he went ahead and gave him the keys to the car and enabled him to do that in the streets. That's who y'all worshiping. That's who y'all worshiping right now. All of these tributes pouring out on X. Notice, I haven't said anything about him being anti-black. I'm not playing this whole racism tint. He's anti-black. Because we're going to draw distinctions when we deal with people like him. He's anti-black. And I haven't mentioned anything about it. I gave you everything around him. And Why are we still doing this? And let's just cover the lies so I can get out of here, get off of him, start talking about something more relevant. Hulk Hogan said that Elvis was a fan. Yep. Which that wasn't true, because Presley died in 77. Mr. Bollea, because like I said, that's who he is, Terry Bollea, he didn't start wrestling in the Memphis territory until 1979. On top of that, the match that made him one of the top guys in the business, which was the WWF against the Iron Sheik, that didn't happen until 1984. So how could a dead man be one of your biggest fans when you never wrestled in his territory and you never became the wrestling enigma until 1984 when he died in 1977? The math ain't mathin', idiot. All of these things are verifiable. You can go and check any of this. For him to be unabashed and he's out here rewriting his own history, he's up here blowing smoke up his own ass. Don't go for this. He went on Joe Rogan and said Buster Douglas didn't want to get in the ring with him after the Tyson fight. That's another lie. And there's no need to entertain these unsubstantiated fantasies, because let's just put it like this. You had Buster Douglas, who was actually on top of the world. He just beat Mike Tyson in what could be arguably the biggest upset in sports history. And now you're saying that guy doesn't want to step in the ring with you. Why? Why would we be looking at any of this? Let's just stop. And the fact that Joe Rogan just let him sit there and spew that bullshit, that's why I don't even engage and listen to his programming. I don't know what kind of affinity these people have for Joe Rogan. Every time I look at him, he's a failed comedian from the late 90s. He was on the show that just made people eat disgusting shit and call it Fear Factor. But now he's some sort of faux intellectual. Get the hell out of here, bro. Andre the Giant was 600 pounds when we faced off at WrestleMania. That's another lie. At Andre's peak in his fighting weight, the man was 520 pounds and he was 7'4". And then Terry Bollea, he just kept on lying and he was running them lies a mile a minute, saying that when he slammed Andre, a couple of years after that, Andre had passed away. Couple of months, which is all lies. It's all bullshit. I don't know how long we can keep talking about this. Because leading up to WrestleMania, Andre had been slammed countless times. Andre had been slammed countless times. And when that match took place in 86, after that, Andre was still alive. 1987, Andre was still alive. 1988, Andre the Giant was still alive. 1990, he was still alive. 1991, he was still alive. You see where I'm going with this? Andre the Giant didn't pass away until 1993. And it wasn't from a broken back. He had congestive heart failure. Brother, rest in piss, Terry. Rest in piss. You want the smoke? That's what I'm here for. It's up for that. Don't bring your weak little comments in here, because these facts hurt. These facts hurt. I'm stretching your idol. I've murdered your gods. I'm the best in the world. I laid out who he was, and I never even addressed his anti-blackness. I just showed you what kind of person he is. I just showed you how much of a habitual liar he is. I just showed you his kids don't respect him. I just showed you in his wife's book, Wrestling the Hulk, she says that he put his hands on her. Terry Bollea is an alleged domestic violence person. And given what you told me about Diddy and Cassie, you said that Diddy should be locked under the jail. So should Hulk Hogan have those same rules applied to him? What makes it different? The fact that you got a videotape for one and you got a published manuscript for the other? Come on now. We not doing that. I ain't doing that. You can easily debunk all of the bullshit that Terry spews on a regular. Which made me say, do you miss Terry Bollea? Or do you miss the marketing Vince McMahon put behind him to get him over and start wrestling on an iconic path? If you can defend any of this garbage, I dare you. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know that we get it right. What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern at App Stupid.